It's been a while since I've worn scrubs, but when I stumbled upon McCall's 8172 free PDF pattern that was only 25 pages, making up only 6 pattern pieces, I couldn't resist the opportunity to try it out. This scrub top has a couple of key features that make it a winner. First, it has a pocket. I added a second pocket because you can never have too many. Next, it has elastic in the back, left and right darts, and it ties on both sides, which gives you a fitted cinch waist no matter what body type you have. And third, it has a wrap style front, which is great if you prefer not to pull your shirt over your head after a long day at work. As you can see, the first couple of steps involve sewing a stay stitch in the upper edge of the front and a dart on the front a couple of inches below the underarm. Next, you fold your neckband in half lengthwise, wrong sides together, press and pin the band to the upper edge of the front. When cutting the band, it is important that you cut each band on a bias, especially if you're using cotton or other fabric with limited stretch. You will need the stretch to ensure the band fits along the entire upper edge. Once the band is in place, you top stitch 1/4 inch from the seam, which gives it a finished look. Next, you do a narrow stitch at the top and bottom of a 7-inch strip of bias tape, creating a casing. Insert a 7-inch strip of elastic, leaving about a 1/2 inch out at each end, and stitch the elastic in place. Once in place, cut the exposed elastic at each end. With right sides together, pin the front to the back at the shoulder seam and stitch. At this point, you're about halfway done. Next, open one edge of bias tape and pin along the neckline, placing the outermost crease of the bias tape about 3/8 inch away from the raw edge. Then stitching along the seam line at the shoulders, pivoting into the crease of the bias tape along the neckline, pivoting again when transitioning from the neckline to the other shoulder seam. And we are doing great. Next, let's pin the right front to the right back along the side seam. On the left side, you will need to pin one tie to the right side, matching up the raw edges. Stitch a 1/2 inch from the raw edge, and then pin the left front to the left back and stitch the side seams. And we are in the home stretch, people. Let's get to the sleeves. Stitch the top of both sleeves, then with right sides facing, stitch together both ends of the sleeve to create a circle. Fold up 5/8 on the raw edge of each sleeve and press. Then fold under 1/4 inch, press and stitch. With right sides together, place the sleeve into the armhole, lining up the raw edge and the notches, then stitch. Last few steps would be to hem the bottom raw edge, which is done using the same method used to hem the raw edge of the sleeve, and hem the raw edge of the right front and back side, attaching the tie at the markings, and last, attaching the pocket to the front. I love this scrub top. It fits true to size and has a tailored look. On a difficulty scale, I give it a 3 out of 10, with the most difficult step being attaching the bias tape to the neckline. I've made 2 so far and look forward to making another.